Did you call the police?
No, only you, like you said.
Keep watch. I'm no thief! I'm a private detective!
Yeah. Another hard-core judge.
Can we not discuss this in a more civilized manner?
I will gladly return your eye.
I wanted dead, not drunk. Next time, check for a pulse first.
Mrs. Parker, Mr. Parker.
I was not expecting your delightful company.
We came to see your father, but found neither he nor you at home.
Is it something I could help with?
It is a question Rupert wishes to ask your father, in private.
My father's working.
You appear rather ruffled, Miss Scarlett. Are you quite well?
Very, thank you, Mrs. Parker. It's due to nothing more than a brisk morning walk.
The streets of London are not what they once were. If a lady must walk, she should be in the company of gentlemen to protect her.
More tea?
I would not want to put you to any more trouble, Miss Scarlett.
Speak up, Rupert, and enunciate.
I would not want...
I will take more tea. Rupert will not.
Very well.
Thank you.
The city has changed since I was a girl. The crime, the filth, a general miasma of loose morality, and those contraptions, what are they called?
Is it bicycles, Mother?
I see young ladies riding those things, brazen as you like.
Oh, I agree. A lady should always act like a lady.